Umbrella turn is actually a phase 4 figure, but it's used in a lot of phase 3 dances. You're always going to start an umbrella turn in a left-hand star position. Normally, men will be facing reverse, ladies facing line. That's the standard. The man's footwork on an umbrella turn, he is going to do a forward basic and a back basic and a forward basic and a back basic, turning to face the partner.
That's how hard it is.
Isn't that tough?
I know.
Guys got it always tough for the guys.
Okay?
We
Yeah.
get the fun part.
Forward basic, back basic, forward basic, back basic. Those are not closing steps, those are progressive steps in there. Now, umbrella turn, now stop and think about it. We're in a star, but we're going to put an umbrella over the lady's head on the first measure. So as he does that forward basic, she's going to go back, recover, and this hand that we're in the left-hand star is going to rotate as she takes her third step and forms an umbrella over the lady's head.
I think she's still getting ready.
Well, yeah, she might get a little wet. It's not a big umbrella, it's a little umbrella, okay? Now, as he does the back basic, she's going with him, back, recover, but as he takes that forward step, the hand comes down, so she's gonna turn back to the left-hand star. So as he does a forward basic, she turns to the umbrella. 1, 2, 3. As he does the back basic, she goes back and she turns to face him or to the left-hand star, depending on what part of the umbrella turn you're in. 4 measures is a standard umbrella turn. Okay? So the standard umbrella turn starts in your left-hand star. She's going to turn to the umbrella. She's going to turn to the left-hand star. She's going to turn to the umbrella. Both are going to turn to face. That's a standard umbrella turn without any changes, okay, problems.
It was split down the middle.
I mean, the West Coast did it this way, and the East Coast did it this way, and neither one of them was gonna give an inch. So, it has 2 definitions in the book. So there's East Coast and West Coast. So the one we just did is West Coast. East Coast, can I remember how to do it?
I don't know, the guy does the same thing.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I think.
Okay.
I think. It's really weird because she turns the other direction. Yeah, and she doesn't turn every time. And it's just kind of an odd thing. Which leads? Because if we do a New Yorker starting with the lead foot, we end up with a trailing foot free. But if we've got a 1 measure little interlude of music that goes right back into the phrasing of the music normal, we don't really want to start that next phrasing on the trailing foot. So they have to come up with something to fill that 1 measure of music, which is very commonly a figure in 4. A figure in 4. New Yorker in 4. Fence line in 4. Cucaracha in 4. Hand to hand in 4. Shoulder to shoulder in 4. So that's the way it would be cued. You know, so it's just taking the figures But instead of doing 3 counts like we normally do, because if we do a standard New Yorker, it's 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we do a New Yorker in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of the hold, you're just transferring weight again onto that 4th step so that you're making 4 weight changes and end up with the same foot free that you started with. Doesn't always have to be lead foot. Sometimes it's the trailing foot, because sometimes they will have you do a New Yorker and a New Yorker in 4. New Yorker and a New Yorker in 4. Okay, so it just depends on choreography, how they put it together.
That's where you get a coffee
Changes
break.
the chase peekaboo. Okay, if we do a standard chase peekaboo, how many times does a lady turn on a standard chase peekaboo?
0.
0. No turns on the chase peekaboo, girls. Okay. However, on a chase peekaboo double, we both turn on the second major. So we start like a normal standard chase peekaboo. But on that 4th measure, we both turn. So now the ladies are in front and doing the peek, and then ladies turn as the men do the basic. And you finish it with your back basic. Yeah, you gotta finish it with the last one too. Okay? Yeah. With underarm pass, starts like a normal chase, except you're not gonna let go of hands. So you're in, say for instance, doing a shoulder to shoulder twice. Chase with underarm pass, you're gonna let go of trailing hand, but you're going to maintain holding lead hand as he turns. 1, 2, 3. Second measure is where I do the underarm pass. It's not an underarm turn, it's an underarm pass, because I'm passing under his arm, and the ladies are actually turning left face. We have a trailing foot free, so he's rocking back as he raises the arm, the ladies go forward. He recovers as she goes forward and turns to face him and falls over. And then your 3rd step is to the side. Okay. So chase with underarm pass. He turns on the 1st measure, and I'm still behind him, just like I would be if I were doing a chase, except a little closer, because we're holding hands. And then we're gonna finish it with the underarm pass, facing our partner, trading places. Okay. We're gonna recover, just like the break to open, but instead of staying in an open position, we're gonna come back to face partner, side step to our neutral position, facing our partner. So if we have a trailing foot free and we do a hand to hand, we're gonna turn the opposite direction, but you will always turn and rock back on a hand to hand. You will always break on a hand to hand. So it's a turn and rock back, recover, and step side. So anytime you hear the word break, that means back. You're gonna do something backwards, move backwards on a break. Break always means moving backwards. So this is a hand to hand, or break to open is 1, 2, 3. Hand to hand, 1, 2, 3. You gotta just come back to face. So that's the difference, is the ending position.
So
Okay.
would you say double if you wanted it to go?
Twice,
the other-
yeah,
okay.
twice or double, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So then you
So
should
maybe
be,
I'm not going forward enough? Maybe I'm not going forward
maybe
enough?
you're not doing a side step. Probably
Could
it's
be.
the last side step, because remember that your figures, we need to end with that side step, because that sets you up. So on the chase with underarm pass, she's doing forward, forward, side, and then you're set up and ready to go with your, for your spot and time. Meaning, he is doing the spot turn as she is doing the time step. You're not doing both figures at the same time. He is doing the spot turn, lead foot. She is doing the time step, spot and time. Time and spot.
He always mentions the spot.
I wasn't supposed to do that.
He did a fencing spot.
Instead of back.
And then I got hit. Poor guy.
So,
For you, the time
yes.
this way, and then the spot turn would be this way.
No,
No,
you
the other
always
way.
cross over,
Cross
always
over.
cross over,
Yes.
always cross over on a spot turn. So if he's crossing on the spot turn and she's doing a time step, spot and time. Now we're gonna reverse it, time and spot. Dual cue. So he's doing one thing while she's doing the other. Now stop and think about when we have a trailing hand joined and we do trailing foot free, trailing foot free, lead hands joined, do an underarm turn. What's he doing?
Time stop.
He's doing a time step. What am I doing?
Spot
Spot turn.
What are we doing? Time and spot
Okay.
when we do an underarm turn.
Okay.
Okay? But usually preceding that will be the other one that totally screws your brain up, is the spot and time. So he starts with the spot turn, lead foot, then she does the time step at the same time. Spot and time, time and spot. Okay. They're easy, most of them. The one's hard, but the other two are easy. You all know how to do a sliding door in cha-cha. You can also do sliding doors in rumba. So a sliding door, you're gonna be in an open position. You will both rock apart, recover, step side, cross over, not side, cross. And the lady crosses in front of the man. That's a sliding door. We do another sliding door, rock apart, recover, cross. So your sliding door always ends with a crossing action. Okay, right here. So he's facing the wall and I'm facing center. Wheel half. 1, 2, 3. Wheel and unwind to butterfly wall, dual cue. He's wheeling, but she's not. She's unwinding or unwrapping. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Wheel and wrap to face the wall. She's going to unwrap and rewrap all in 3 steps as he wheels around. So he's doing the wheel and she's doing 1, 2, 3 into a wrap.
All in 3 steps.
3 steps. Wheel half. Wheel and unwrap. So it's a little different unwrap, but it works. This is one of those weird ones because you're really only taking one weight change on the sand step, but you're doing 2 actions prior to the weight change. So when you do a sand step, you're gonna swivel and touch the toe, swivel and touch the heel, swivel and cross over. So that's a sand step. So it's a swivel, touch toe, swivel, touch heel, swivel, cross over. So it's toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross.
So is the sand step include both ways or just?
Each one of those is a sand step.